welcome back to part 11 of our multiplayer sea battle in Napoleon Total War. And today, Port and myself are engaged in a 2 versus 2 encounter. We are sailing and commanding 2 Portuguese squadrons. And this is myself to windward with 4 48-gun heavy frigates. As we cruise through the squadron, and downwind is Port, and he has 2 80-gun ship of the lines with the Portuguese flag flying. Just to remind you, this is a small funds, large unit westerly wind fight, and we are in the Caribbean map. Let's go over and look at our opponents downwind. A British squadron. Let's see, it looks like he has 2 74 gunners and a 38-gun 5th rate. Very nice. Let's go to windward, opposing my squadron. 4 ships. A 48-gun Razy. And it looks like an 80-gun 3rd rate. And forward, leading the squadron, are 2 38-gun light frigates. Alright, let's go over to the action here. The windward squadron moves to windward to try to counter my windward movement. Nothing so far. We're closing now. I'm moving my frigates in. He has his 2 38s out front. And to open the encounter, the 38 fires a salvo at my frigates. And the other 38 follows suit. And the 38s move away. I see the Razy and the 80 gunner out behind the small frigates. And the encounter begins in earnest. Here comes the Razy to try to get in between the 2 light frigates to get a shot on my lead ship. We're racing to windward for position. The upwind position is the most advantageous in this. It gives you maneuverability and speed. As you can see, Port's 2 80 gunners now are downwind. They have cut off the downwind British squadron from assisting the upwind British squadron. And we have isolated this squadron. And by isolating them, we can have a 2-on-1 scenario, hopefully decimating this squadron, and then we will British. Well, the fight goes on here upwind. He's not giving up easy. He wants that position. And let's see if he can get it. Those 2 38s, though, do not have the firepower, I don't think, required. He needs to get that 80 in line and firing. Now the forward 38 has lost his mizzen mast. They're having a little trouble there maneuvering. My line is pretty straight. I'm firing at everything that's close enough. And the forward 38 that lost a mizzen now has surrendered. Now that gives me a big advantage. Let's see here. I have sustained quite a bit of damage, though, to my forward ship. Now the British Razee has taken the lead. Both 38s now are sinking quickly, surrendered, and are out of the action. Now I take my downwind frigates to cut off the 80. Port is in the blocking position in case they try to get away. The 80 fires on my turning frigates. Now my lead frigate now is damaged, and I'm pulling away to repair. And what they should be doing is following me. But they jibe around the wrong way. They shouldn't have gone that way because port is right there. Now they're going to have to fight their way through port, and I'm bringing up 2 frigates also to support him. So now this is a precarious situation for him. The 80 is going to be taking fire heavily. He's firing on one of my frigates. I've lost a mizzen myself. Here comes the Razee. Now if they had gone the other way, they would have taken port out of the picture, but now they're going to fire. They're going to have to fight it out with those 2 80s, and here's the action with that. The British 80 seems to be damaged quite a bit, showing red. Firing back and forth with the 80s. Now the Razee might be able to get out of this. The Razee's able to get around everything. He still has a fight to go. Port has come about to show his starboard side broadside to this other 80. He wants to finish off the 80. And it looks like he's going to let the Razee may get away here. Razee's firing on the Portuguese 80. And that just about does it for the 80-gun British ship. It's surrendered now, but the 48-gun British frigate has escaped, it looks like. And he's looking for a place. He's trying to put some distance between himself and our 2 squadrons. He's red flagged. He needs a place to go and repair, and he does so. Now the downwind squadron enters the fray. I have some of my frigates here ready to go. They're doing some damage. There's 2 74s here to lead the pack, and they engage 3 of my frigates with the 38 British as Taylor and Charlie, with their commander on board, apparently for maneuverability. And he's chevroned up, 2 chevrons. Now the British 74s are firing chain shot, trying to disable my heavy frigates. All 4 in line. Port has an 80 gunner out there. His 2 80 gunners are at the lead of the pack. One is going after the restored Razee, British Razee. And let's see what happens here. Moving over to the action. And the Razee has been damaged quite a bit and is retreating. Port's 80 gunner is heavily damaged. 74 is right on his stern firing. Port's 80 fires and the Razee surrenders. There's quite a bit of maneuvering going on in that Portuguese 80. Now he's jibing around again to try to get a shot on this lead British 74. The 74 keeps pummeling him. Portuguese use chain shot to try to disable the 74, and he's damaged. Another 74 coming in to sandwich this Portuguese 80. The two Portuguese 80s now are in position to fire on both ships. This could get interesting. It looks like the British 38 is just about at it. Okay, Port takes his 80 around and tries to split the two 74s. Very interesting. Very risky maneuver. He's red flagged, took multiple broadsides, and he is retreating. Not good. Oh! There it is. Lucky shot hits his powder stores, and the Portuguese 80 gunner is now retired from the fleet.
Their admiral
with all hands.
Now we shall see their true colors.
All right, one British 74 now surrenders, or is retreating. 38 surrendered. There's 174 left, downwind. He comes about into the wind. He unfurled sail to try to get a shot on one of the 80s, but I have a frigate out there on his bow firing.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
He fires on the Portuguese 80, they're both heavily damaged vessels. Fires on one of my frigates. He's trying to fight it out here. That looks like it's going to be just about it. I don't know how long he can last. He's just spinning around in circles, jibing around with the wind, firing on everything he can. He really doesn't, he has too many targets, not enough cannon. It looks like it's going to end quickly here. And he's still alive. And there he is. He's surrendered. That's just about it. That's the end. Thank you very much to our opponents for a good match. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and give the thumbs up. Obrigado and ciao.